So Jamie.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. My name, as Jennifer said, my name is Jamie Sloan. I'm the Northeast Inside Tech for EMSEAL, and I'm going to be going over our presentation on factory welded transitions. One second, okay. So instead of highlighting just one product, I did want to go over and showcase all of the many factory welded transitions that we can and have produced throughout the years. I would say that at least half of the conversations I have ask about transitioning our product, whether it's from a roof to a parapet wall, above grade to below grade, or someone else's expansion joint to ours. It's a common concern on construction projects, and rightfully so. As seen in the picture above, these transitions are typically an afterthought and can become quite the concern when it comes time to waterproofing the building and making everything watertight. So you'll see on the picture on the left is above grade wall joint transition to a buried roof. The picture in the middle is a brick wall with an offset at the roof and wall outside corner. And the pic on the right is a roof to parapet wall transition. And we get these pictures all the time from installers, designers, asking, hey, what are we supposed to do here? How can I treat this? So here are some examples of how EMSEAL handles these transitions to ensure watertight expansion joints. This first image you're looking at is a roof joint closure piece. This is used when roof joint transitions down to a vertical wall. The piece on the top is our roof joint product that has a factory fabricated 90-degree angle. The second piece is a custom fabricated foam closure piece comprised of our pre-compressed foam expansion joint system. The third picture is what it looks like when they're all installed together. This next image is our boot termination, is used in many different instances, but most commonly when transitioning from a roof joint up to a vertical wall. It is also commonly used when transitioning below grade to an above grade joint. This is a picture of one of our technicians welding the Thermoflex system, which is our parking deck wing joint. Notice the strapping between the joint being welded to the miter cut. This is performed on both sides of the glen and the advantage to using a thermoplastic Sanaprene system. Here you see a picture of our recently welded Migitan system, our split slab plaza deck product. This product involves welding of the PVC insert as well as the metal legs. As you can see, a lot of work went into this detail in particular and would have been almost impossible to create on site. Here's another picture of one of our techs, Omar, welding an 8-inch wide roof joint for a radius detail wrapping around a column. And here's the end result. Factory fabricated transitions are also provided with our foam product. Here you see a 10-inch wide seismic joint system transitioning up a column. The termination at the top of the upturn is also factory coated in silicone. This is to allow for movement and also to keep the joint watertight at that termination. Here's the end result with the plate installed into the system, into the central spline. No metal embedments or anchors were into this concrete. All of it's into the center spline of that foam. And here's that transition that we had factory fabricated. This picture here is showing two different technologies and products transitioning throughout a split column. Our Thermoflex wing joint is in the parking deck, running horizontally, and then going up and through the column is our foam system horizontal color seal. A boot termination was used for the Thermoflex system in the deck here, and then we used factory fabricated 90-degree angles here to go through your column. And lastly, a similar detail to the one before, but this time the designer wanted the Thermoflex to turn up the column before transitioning to our vertical seismic color seal system. The top of the thermospline is mired at a 45 and factory sealed to ensure no water can intrude. So now, for the next slide, I want to be showing a video to demonstrate the factory welded transitions are tied into a roof. I'm going to fast forward through the slides, so please bear with me. So first, this is a parapet transition. From the transition is set into the joint. From there, the product is sent with a weld kit and jig to bridge the two pieces together. And you'll see here, there's some strapping that is used to weld the two pieces together. This is all one continuous piece sent pre-welded. And then a cat flashing is typically used to go over the joint to create a certain aesthetic. Next is our boot termination. Again, factory welded boot is dropped into place and welded into the straight run section of roof joint. From there, term bar is used to seal the edges of the boot, flashed over by the roofing membrane. A factory fabricated pre-compressed foam joint is inserted into the boot to wrap up and over the parapet and continue down the wall to provide a continuity of seal. And lastly, roof joint downturn. So for here, we first start with the factory fabricated closure piece to tie into the vertical color seal running up the wall. From there, a bead of sealant is applied to the top of the closure piece to provide a tie into the roofing 90-degree downturn set into the place. The 90-degree section is dropped into place and bridged to the existing roof joint with the strapping. And again, optional cap flashing can be used to help conceal that intersection. So in conclusion, if you want to keep your building watertight, specify, design, and install factory welded transitions. Thank you all for your time and attention. I look forward to working with you on your next project.
Thank you, Jamie.